Riker Kia.
We're dealing.
Now, live from NBC4 Columbus, this is NBC4 Today.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Mike Jackson.
I'm Michaela Hunt. What a night, or I should say midday overseas right now, as we begin with some breaking news in Nepal, where another powerful earthquake hit the country this morning and killed 4 people. Now, this happened right before their lunch hour. It's that time over there. New video showing people reacting to some of this aftermath. We're just getting it into the newsroom really this morning. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, that quake reached a magnitude 7.4, and the epicenter was in a remote area near the Chinese border. In the meantime, the country, of course, still recovering from a magnitude 7.8 quake, which hit about 3 weeks ago. That one killed more than 8,000 people and injured more than 16,000 others. It was just devastating. Ahead this morning, we're tracking this story. At 6:30, we're going to talk with the Columbus man who is in Nepal right now, was there this morning when this all happened. He's going to share his scary experience with us. Mike, he calls it terrifying, so we'll talk with him coming up.
Well, here in central Ohio, severe weather hit less than 24 hours ago and left behind just a huge mess in its wake. Hail hit windshields, rain drenched roadways, and trees knocked down power lines, even damaged some homes. We have team coverage of the aftermath of those storms that roared right through central Ohio yesterday afternoon. Right now, about 1,500 AEP customers are without power in Franklin County. That's down from 13,000. That was during the height of the storms. We'll have a live report from Katie Love on the damage left behind in just a moment. But first, let's check in with Storm Team 4 meteorologist Bob Nunley.
Yeah, we had Jim, we had Ben, we had Dave all here last night covering that storm last night as it came through the area. A possible tornado was reported at one time, though we don't have any reports of an actual touchdown. But winds were very strong across the area, 60 miles per hour or more. This is what it looked like on radar about the height of the storm yesterday afternoon. You see that line of red stretching from the north all the way down to the southern part of our viewing area. That's where we saw the storms the heaviest, the most intense as we went through the afternoon hours, and we saw those continue across the area as we went through the day. This is a picture from Michael Wazliak. Thank you, Michael, sending us in from Westerville. This is one of the many trees knocked down by those winds yesterday afternoon. We'd like to see your storm pictures too. Send them to us at share@nbc4i.com. Temperatures getting closer to 60 as they drop a little bit this morning from north to south. It's 57 at Delaware, still 62 at Columbus, 64 at Circleville, and the winds are going to pick up today as well. Notice we have 12-mile-per-hour winds at Bucyrus, Kenton 13, 11-mile-per-hour winds as we look at Delaware. Temperature will be around 61 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock this morning. By noon, about 66, and by 4 o'clock this afternoon, high temperature right around 68, 69 degrees, a far cry from yesterday's 86. I'll have more on the forecast coming up. Monica, how's our traffic look at this point?
Bob, we do have this one issue kind of on the east side of town. Chopper 4 right now is flying up above Hamilton Road south of Livingston. This is where some lines are down. They've been working on this through the night, but as you can see, crews are on the scene and they are blocking Hamilton Road. Now, there is a service road nearby that folks are kind of getting around this, utilizing, but as you can imagine, as traffic starts to pick up, we'll start to see some delays here as folks are kind of rerouting. So avoid the area if possible. Again, this is Hamilton Road south of Livingston. You can always use Courtright as an alternate. Looks like they are still working hard. They've been out there for a few hours at least working on this. We'll let you know once they get that roadway reopened, hopefully before the height of rush hour.
Familiar sound around central Ohio, blaring just before 5 last night. It happens every time the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning.
Now, we haven't heard any reports of any touchdowns around central Ohio, but strong winds were enough to leave behind quite a mess.
Our team coverage continues this morning in German Village, where the weather took a toll on some older trees. We begin with Katie Love. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. You know, these old, beautiful trees are a staple here in German Village, but they can also come with some dangers. Check this out. This tree is completely toppled over into one of the houses here, and just looking at the base, you can see how big this tree is. We did talk to the homeowner. Of course, this was a little bit frightening. Luckily, no injuries here. Now, we got some video just after this happened around 5 in the afternoon. The high winds and sudden rain sent the tree toppling down. Now, this tree was marked to be taken out, but Mother Nature certainly helped out. The ivy you see growing on this tree, as many others in German Village, can actually be a hazard and was the big reason this old tree came toppling down.
When there's ivy growing up your trees, you got to know when to address it. Definitely call an arborist if you see something like this going on in your trees, because the ivy will just reach right into the core of the tree and eventually rot it from the inside out.
Now, it's not the only tree toppled over. You can see that this branch here is cracked and the tree is coming down into the sidewalk here in German Village. So a lot of people like to walk around, but they're going to have to watch out for these trees that are toppled over. Certainly some cleanup that's going to have to be done here today. We are live in German Village. Katie Love, NBC4.
And Katie, a similar scene in Westerville. We saw that too. The severe weather took its toll there on some trees too as well. One woman living in the Overlook subdivision right here, which is near Cleveland Avenue and County Line Road. She is just thankful this morning that this 30-foot pine tree missed her home of 12 years. The tree was ripped from the ground during the storm. High winds and heavy rains also knocked out power to hundreds in Licking County. State Route 310 in Pataskala was closed several hours as crews spent the evening cleaning up a tree that fell on the road and brought down power lines during the storm. High winds and heavy rains also knocked out power to some other locations, and you can see all of that at NBC4i.com, all of our coverage from throughout the storms yesterday. Mike?
Well, Michaela, breaking news from overnight. A woman barely alive after she was shot. This occurred on the city's southeast side. Our Beth Delpani joins us live. And Beth, do we have any new information on a suspect this morning?
No arrests have been made. We have been told by police, Mike, that a couple of people are in custody. They're being questioned along with some witnesses. So detectives still sorting through this, and they haven't given us many details as to what led up to this shooting. I can show you, though, where the woman was found, who was in critical condition at this hour, right in the intersection of McAllister and Champion here on the east side. She was taken to Grant Medical Center. Check out some of the video that was from last night. This all took place right around 11 o'clock. As I said, there's not a lot of details about what led up to the shooting. A police sergeant on the scene says this woman was probably not the intended target, so perhaps just an innocent bystander in all of this. Some witnesses being questioned right now. Again, police are telling us 2 people have been detained who might have been involved in this, although no arrests have been made. The woman who was shot was again taken to Grant Medical Center. She was taken there in stable condition. Unfortunately, though, her condition has been downgraded to critical. We'll stay on top of that and bring you the very latest. We're live on the east side this morning. Beth Delpani, NBC4.
Okay, Beth, thanks. 6:07, and we have a truly unique perspective after that severe weather rolled through last night. There's a science behind predicting when that kind of weather will strike. And ahead this morning, Harrison Hope joins us live from Oklahoma. He's going to show us how some of the nation's top scientists helped predict yesterday's storms right here in central Ohio, Bob. You know how that works.
Yeah, it works out pretty well yesterday. I told you about that yesterday morning. We got some pretty severe storms through the area. But now that front that brought those storms is well to our south and east and continues to move away as we go through the morning hours. We will see more clouds this afternoon, but the question is, will we see showers? Here's what it looks like on our Sirius Heating and Cooling sky cam this morning. See the clouds out there this morning? More puffy clouds as we head into the afternoon. We'll see if those will affect our weather a little bit later on. And Monica, what's affecting our traffic right now?
Well, Bob, here's the good news. No accidents. We're not seeing any significant delays just yet. You know, we had Chopper 4 flying over this scene. This is a picture from right there at Hamilton Road, south of Livingston. As crews were working overnight to get those power lines cleared. If you have any photographs from your neighborhoods, maybe there's a tree down, or you just got a lot of debris laying in the roadway, we want to see them. Go ahead and send them to us or post them on our Facebook pages. We can even share them here on air.
Also, shots fired near a college campus and a gunman on the run. Next on NBC4 Today, what police now know about a violent situation that unfolded overnight. 6:09, this is NBC4 Today.
This is amazing.
I love this car.
Real people are discovering surprising things at Chevy.
This is a road trip car.
We're sold. It's so pretty.
They're good-looking cars.
It feels great.
Perfect. This is not what I would expect from a Chevy at all.
Get more than you expect for less than you imagined at the Chevy Memorial Day sale going on now. Get cash back for 15% of the MSRP on select 2015 models in stock the longest. That's over $4,000 on this Chevy Equinox.
At your Central Ohio Chevy dealer.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, Thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in the bag.
Be prepared for more than you've ever imagined at a price that's substantially less. That's Cadbury Renewable from Kitchen Saver, prepared to be impressed. Get ready for a beautiful brand new kitchen, transformation without all the mess. That's Cadbury
1-888-548-7281.
Prepared to be impressed.
NBC4 closed captioning by Elk & Elk. If an auto accident causes you injury, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
New from overnight, gunshots sound off near a college campus and injuring 3 people who are in their 20s. It happened about 7:30, a couple of blocks away from UC Santa Barbara. All 3 patients are listed in moderate condition. Police believe that one of the people wounded could be a suspect. Another man took off in a white sedan, which led to a campus-wide lockdown as police searched for the second suspect. That lockdown has been lifted, but police never found that suspect. The shooting comes nearly a year after Elliot Roger killed 3 UC Santa Barbara students in an apartment he shared with 2 of those students.
George Zimmerman, his name is back in the news. He escaped serious injuries when a road rage incident turned into a shooting this week. The bullet shattered Zimmerman's windshield in Lake Mary, Florida, but it missed him. Police say Matthew Apperson, a person who had a previous run-in with Zimmerman, dialed 911. Apperson claims he was involved in the shooting. Zimmerman, of course, acquitted 2 years ago for killing unarmed black teenager Trayvon Martin. So far, though, no charges have been filed in this case.
Some of the world's top scientists are putting weather prediction tools to the test. Next, our Harrison Ho will join us live from the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma. He's going to show us how these tools help keep folks here in Central Ohio safe.
Take a vacation from payments on Civic, Accord, and CR-V at Hugh White Honda, where your first 3 payments are on us. We aren't deferring them, we're paying them. Choose from over 1,100 available Hondas. Civic just $199 for 36 months, pay for 33. Accord $229 a month for 36 months, pay for 33. CR-V $285 for 39 months, pay for 36. No money down and no payments till August. We know you have choices, so to earn your business, we'll make your first 3 payments. If the deal's right, it must be Hugh White.
At Last Chevrolet, when it comes to price, we're all about business. Online or on the lot, you won't find a new Chevy for less, guaranteed. But when it comes to people, we're all about relationships. The treatment you receive will make you and your family customers for life. So come see our brand new showroom on Route 62 in Johnstown, just minutes from New Albany and Westerville, or visit us online at lastchevrolet.com.
Last Chevrolet.
The better deal.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you may find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
It's a profound statement. Oh.
But you're not even covered for this.
It's a profound statement. Oh.
Or how you may be covered for this, but not for something like this. Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At Mid-Ohio Eye, we specialize in refractive surgery. We use the best technology available. Our patients obtain results, and it is life-altering, and it's very exciting for them. We think that we're one of the best options because of our outcomes. Quality health care in a caring manner.
When it comes to eye care, your choice is clear. Call Mid-Ohio Eye today. Learn more at NBC4i.com. Click on the For Your Health tab at the top of the homepage.
All right, come on, everybody, it's time to go.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings.
Now you can eat even better with low prices on hundreds of natural and organic items. You'll find a great selection throughout the store. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
NBC4's Pollen Forecast is sponsored by Premier Allergy.
Welcome back. 6:14 right now on a Tuesday, and the number of people still missing after a tornado ripped through Van, Texas, has dropped to 3. The destructive storm killed 2 people but injured 47 others. Experts with the National Weather Service are now taking a closer look at some of this damage. They believe the wind speeds may have reached up to 165 miles per hour. And if that's the case, this would become an EF3, which is a very powerful storm on the scale that ranges from 0 on all the way up to 5.
Now, those severe storms that later rolled through central Ohio yesterday.
But before that, a tornado watch was issued by meteorologists at the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. And that is where NBC4 meteorologist Harrison Hove is all this week.
He joins us live from Oklahoma this morning, where he's working with the nation's top scientists on new severe weather tools. Good morning, Harrison.
Good morning to you. This is the National Weather Center here in Norman, Oklahoma. Think of it as the center of the weather universe. As for yesterday's severe storms, well, I was inside this building here testing new experimental forecast tools that will ultimately improve your forecast nationwide.
Doppler radar satellite photographs. We're looking at computer model guidance, and really the forecaster using his or her expertise, blending all of that information and making the best possible forecast to keep folks safe.
Developing severe weather is tracked and monitored from inside the Storm Prediction Center. This office issues severe weather outlooks and tornado watches nationwide.
We can provide more lead time and we can be more specific in that forecast. Rather than just saying there's a threat of severe storms tomorrow or in 2 days, we can now tell you there's a high threat of tornadoes or a high threat of hail, whatever the particular dangers might be.
Those are the goals Storm Prediction Center Chief Bill Bunting hopes to achieve with new weather prediction technology. Technology I will be testing with the nation's top meteorologists in NOAA's hazardous weather test bed.
The test bed is where we want to find out the limits of the new technology, the new science, the new tools that might be used in operations.
I am using these prototypes and prediction tools still under development as severe weather forms, figuring out what works, what doesn't, refining tools that'll ultimately be used to keep you and your family safe.
And the tools that are being tested this year in the test bed will be the tools that we rely on tomorrow and in the years ahead.
And you are looking live at the National Weather Center. You might be wondering this morning why we're not inside. Well, the National Weather Center is wrapped in Kevlar. It's a synthetic material that's a mix between metal and plastic. This building is built to withstand an EF4 tornado. Makes it hard to get a cell phone call in there, let alone a live shot. I am reporting in Norman, Oklahoma all week long. I'm live this morning for NBC4 Harrison Hove.
Quite interesting. Thanks so much, Harrison. Of course, he'll be reporting all week from Oklahoma.
And he's going to be blogging about his experiences, too, at the Storm Prediction Center and what it's really like testing some of these tools he's talking about, provided by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA.
Harrison's first post is online right now at NBC4i.com. Just click on the Special Reports tab.
Nearly 6:18 right now, Bob. It is fascinating stuff to think about what he's seeing firsthand this week.
I didn't think he would say why he was outside. I was going to tell you that that building was coated in Kevlar. And that's the reason,
wild.
Yeah, you can't do a live shot from in there. So anyway, we start out this morning. Here's what it looks like from Chopper 4 this morning. We have still dark skies out there. A few clouds that you can see over the area. And some of these are kind of dark looking clouds. They're not rain clouds, though, but we're going to see a few of these clouds as we go through the day. A mix of sun and clouds. And it will be a little bit cooler. Actually, a lot cooler than it was yesterday. That's one thing you will notice for sure. Now for today, we're going to see our temperature head into the 60s. 61 right now. We'll be back around that range at 9 o'clock this morning. By noon, about 66 degrees, and by 4 o'clock this afternoon, temperature right around 68. Really far from yesterday's 86. This is our good friend Phil Schneid was out driving on 315 during the storm yesterday. Here's what it looked like from inside the car with the rain pounding down and the winds really picking up as we head through the afternoon. There was also some thunder, there was lightning, there was hail all over the area, but the winds were really impressive at over 60 miles an hour. I was watching with Dave and Jim and also Ben on yesterday afternoon, just kind of keeping track of that. Here's a shot, the static shot from Angie Geisley. She picked this up in Cambridge. Look at the lightning in the sky yesterday. Pretty impressive displays of lightning, though there wasn't a lot of cloud to ground lightning yesterday. You could see a lot of lightning in the sky. Thank you, Angie, for that great picture. And as we take a look here, this is Daryl Kyle's picture of Gus. Gus was just waiting for the storm, just kind of hanging out outside yesterday afternoon. If you'd like to get your picture or video on, send it to us at share@NBC4i.com. We can get it on NBC4 today or NBC4 midday. Right now in Columbus, it's 61 degrees. The winds are out of the northwest at 15. They'll pick up a little bit as we go through the day. Our pinpoint forecast, we see skies clearing as we head into the afternoon hours, and then we'll see the clouds get a little bit thicker as we head through the day. So it's not going to be a bright sunny day today, but we will see those puffy clouds, and it definitely will be a lot cooler than it has been. Our high temp today will make it up to about 69 degrees. That's about it for today. And the winds are really going to pick up out of the west from 15 to 25 miles an hour, and we will have some higher gusts as well. As we go through the rest of the week, we're going to find the temperatures not too bad overall. 65 tomorrow, a little bit cooler, but gradually they're going to get a little bit warmer again. Thursday's high about 71 degrees, a good deal of sunshine. A chance we'll see some showers and thunderstorms on Friday at 76. We'll get closer to 80 on Saturday, 82 on Sunday, and about 84 on Monday. So we'll get back to temperatures above normal again very soon. Monica has the latest on the traffic this morning. How are things, Monica?
Bob, heading out right now, this is the big issue. We've got this restrictions along Hamilton Road. This is just south of Livingston. What's happened here is there were some lines down, so crews are on the scene trying to get this fixed. We've been seeing them working there for a few hours at least. You know, we had video from overnight. There is a service road there. Folks are getting by there just fine. However, as traffic picks up, that service road is going to become very congested. So if you can avoid the area, I would definitely do that. Again, Hamilton Road, just south of Livingston Avenue. You can always use Courtright as an alternate. The other issue that we have is some construction happening overnight. This is going to affect things downtown. At 8 p.m., the ramp from Miller-Kelton to I-70 westbound is going to close. At 9 p.m., 70 West will be taken down to 3 lanes there, and then at 10 p.m., 70 West will be reduced to 2 lanes. Now, by 5 a.m., everything is back open, and drivers will be able to access 70 West and the Mount Street exit as well as 71 northbound during that time. But you'll also find some lane restrictions along 70 East as well as 71. So maybe some congestion overnight downtown, Michaela.
But happy drivers in the morning.
That's it.
Okay, Monica, thanks. Well, talk about happy drivers. You could win a new set of wheels and get some extra cash too with the NBC4 Ride into Summer Sweepstakes. Have you entered yet? The grand prize is a 2-year lease on a brand new car, and one weekly winner will take home $1,000. Each daily winner walks away with $100 too. All you have to do is watch NBC4 at 6 a.m. like you're doing right now, noon, 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. You're looking for the place of the day. You want to hear that? Then go to our NBC4 Facebook page to enter. And now is the time for that place of the day.
Play the Ride into Summer Sweepstakes for a new car and free cash. Here's today's place of the day, Gehenna. Go to NBC4's Facebook page to enter now.
Dan Tobin here from our Chevrolet Buick GMC dealership.
Choose from over 700 cars and trucks, all at one location the entire month during our Memorial Day spring sales event. Chevrolets from $179 a month with zero due. Equinox, Encores, Terrains from $199 a month. Traverse, Enclaves, and Acadias from $279 a month and up to $10,000 off trucks.
Visit us at dantobin.com, then stop by our showroom just off I-270 in Sawmill, exceeding expectations every day.
Hey driver, with AAA's Great American Road Trip membership sale, you can be sure you're road trip ready. Join now for only $49 and add additional drivers for just $20. Visit AAA.com/road trip. AAA, the card of the American driver.
So you need a new roof, huh? Well, aren't you lucky? Hey, with Able Roof, it's all good. For starters, we complete most jobs in one day.
And our warranty, lifetime long enough for you.
Plus, you get people like me, whose sole job is to make sure you're happy every step of the way.
With Able Roof, you get more than a great value. You get an entire roof crew.
Call Able for the proof. 444 Roof.
Are you having surgery? Before you do, you need to call the specialists at Summit Orthopedic Home Care. They work directly with your doctor and your insurance company to coordinate the entire process so you don't have to. From pre-surgery to in-home nursing and physical therapy, they do it all. The team at Summit Orthopedic will make sure that after surgery, you have the best, most effective treatment available, helping you get back to life. To learn more, log on to NBC4i.com and click on the For Your Health tab at the top of the homepage.
Fresh is always in season at Bob Evans.
Try new brioche French toast with blueberries. Baked fresh, thick cut. Now that's farm fresh.
4 favorites starting at $5.99. Bob Evans, get in on something good.
Before Brain Balance, he wasn't developing relationships with other children.
School really wanted him medicated.
There was something just disconnected for her.
What Brain Balance did was give us a very distinct game plan.
Brain Balance is the answer for your kid because it didn't just mask the problems, it actually addressed the issue.
It's a totally different life.
If your child is struggling, Brain Balance works. Call 614-654-3399.
He's back, the 9-year-old who's been called a piano genius.
I just love you, Ellen! Cute, right? Because kids always wash their hands.
Plus, Anna Kendrick, all new Ellen.
Today at 4 on NBC4.
6:25 as you get up and moving on a Tuesday. A live look from Chopper 4. Actually, it's the tail of Chopper 4 flying over the capital city on a Tuesday morning.
And it's cooler out there this morning than it was yesterday.
Much cooler following the storms.
We'll talk with Bob about that in a few minutes.
Good morning. It's injury infiltration at the top of the Cavaliers lineup. Kevin Love gone. LeBron James slowed with an ankle injury, and now Kyrie Irving playing through legitimate pain. The Cavaliers confirmed yesterday Irving underwent an MRI on his knee, which revealed Irving suffering from tendonitis in his left knee and a strained right foot. Irving says he should have been sitting out this entire series, but he's just not going to do it during playoff time. So he will be on the court again later on tonight for Game 5 with Chicago, the series tied at 2 games apiece. Deflategate just got reinflated. Yesterday, the NFL announcing Patriots quarterback Tom Brady will be suspended for the first 4 games of the coming regular season, and that's not all. The Patriots will lose a first-round draft pick and be fined $1 million. All this after a league report last week determined Brady was most likely aware of a plan to deflate footballs below NFL standards before the AFC Championship game. You can bet Brady's going to appeal that decision. And that's a quick look at sports this morning. I'm Jared Smalley, NBC4.
The cleanup continues hours after severe storms slammed central Ohio. Power outages, trees down. Katie Love is out live this morning, showing us where we're seeing some of the worst damage. We'll talk to her live ahead at 6:30 this morning.
Buying a used car can be a
scary proposition. You walk onto the lot and immediately
you are surrounded.
Like a guppy in a shark tank. It just feels like
car salesmen want to sell
whatever car is best for them.
Not best for me.
There's gotta be a better way.
As long as people drive cars, CarMax will be the best way to buy them.
I don't believe you.
No way.
How's that possible? That's crazy.
I don't believe you.
I find that really hard to believe.
I don't know about that.
No way.
2 pairs of glasses for $69.95 with a free eye exam.
I paid way too much.
It's true. At America's Best, we've been selling quality eyewear at low prices for 35 years. Call 1-800-2PAIR or visit americasbest.com today.
Fiesel is offering its biggest roofing sale in 27 years. Take advantage of our price match guarantee and gain peace of mind with the best roofing warranty in the industry. Whatever roof is on your home, make sure it's a Fiesel roof. Schedule your free inspection now at FieselInc.com.
This is an important consumer alert for men who have undergone or are currently undergoing testosterone therapy or treatments for low testosterone. Recent studies have linked testosterone therapy to increased risks of heart attacks, strokes, and even death. Administered as a gel, pill, patch, or injection, long-term effects of the following medications are unknown. If you or a loved one has experienced heart problems, suffered a stroke or other cardiac event while undergoing testosterone therapy, then you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Contact O'Connor, Achani, and Levy. Call 614-280-1292.
3, 2, 1.
Why do you garden?
I garden for safe and healthy food.
Why do I garden? I love how the flowers look when they bloom.
so I can get away from the computer and go play in the dirt.
We don't call it gardening. We call it making memories.
This week, save on all tomato plants. Buy 2, get 1 free.
For every reason you garden, we're here to help.
Wilson's Garden Center.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? How about something from our new Mediterranean collection? Tender chicken or steak with feta cheese, cucumbers, black olives, and a creamy tzatziki sauce. Hurry in today. Subway. Eat fresh.
Storm Team 4 is sponsored by the Georgesville Auto Mall. Over 6,000 vehicles, one great location.
Now on NBC4 Today. Sirens wail, wind knocks down trees, and hail hits cars. NBC4's Katie Love live showing us some of the worst damage following yesterday's storms.
And breaking overnight, devastation part 2. Another powerful earthquake rocks Nepal. A Columbus man is there right now and sharing what he calls a terrifying experience with us this morning. It's Tuesday, May 12th, and NBC4 Today continues right now at 6:30.
Now, live from NBC4 Columbus, this is NBC4 Today.
And thanks for being here with us as you're getting up and going this morning. I'm Michaela Hunt.
And I'm Mike Jackson. Brutal winds blew right through central Ohio, along with rain and hail yesterday. Severe storms even forced the National Weather Service to issue a tornado warning and sound the sirens. We have team coverage of the aftermath of those storms that roared through central Ohio yesterday afternoon.
Right now, just to update you, there are just more than 1,000 AEP Ohio customers without power in Franklin County, so just over 1,000. That's down from about 13,000 really at the height of the storms yesterday afternoon and evening. We'll have a live report from Katie Love on the damage caused by all that wind, lightning, and rain straight ahead. But first, we're going to check in with Storm Team 4 meteorologist Bob Nunley. Bob, it was quite an afternoon yesterday.
And you know, Michaela, several of my friends always text me immediately when the weather turns ugly or when they hear sirens, say, what's going on, Bob? And fortunately, because we had such great coverage on yesterday with Jim, Ben, and Dave, I was able to tell them right away. Now, off this morning, things are much quieter across the area. It is a cooler morning. We have a little bit of a breeze out there. Temperatures have continued to drop since we went on the air at about 4:26 this morning. It was 64 degrees. Now it's 61. We'll see it getting closer to 60, though, as we get closer to sunrise this morning. West-northwest winds about 15 miles per hour. This is a great picture sent in by Aaron Senig. It kind of sums up what happened yesterday. In Stoutsville, we had this walnut tree knocked over by the wind yesterday. We did see winds at around 60 miles per hour, and lots of them during the day yesterday with those severe storms that came through the area. But today, an entirely different day. We're going to have a much quieter day. No storms in our forecast. A mix of sun and clouds. It will be windy this afternoon with wind gusts to around 30. And the afternoon temperature is almost 20 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. I'll have your complete forecast heading through the rest of the week and into the weekend coming up. Monica has the latest on the traffic this morning. What's going on out there, Monica?
Bob, we've got an accident at Morse Road and Westerville Road. Right now, Chopper 4 has moved south of the city. Is taking a look at 23, kind of close to Scioto Downs. The northbound lanes are pretty stacked up there. Of course, you know, we are entering the height of rush hour, and a lot of people use 23, so we've got those delays there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our traffic maps now so that we can talk about some of the issues out there. We've got a road closure at Hamilton Road just south of Livingston. That has been restricted because of power lines down. Crews have been working to get that cleared. Of course, we had some pictures from the scene earlier. Still avoid the area if possible. Also hearing about maybe some restrictions at Wagner and Havens Corners. We're going to send Chopper 4 there to take a look at that as well.
No, you'll keep us posted, Monica. Thanks for that. 6:33, we're going to go back to talk about some of that damage done by the storms yesterday. You know, luckily there were no reports of any tornado touchdowns, but the wind was still strong enough to do some pretty decent damage out there. Our team coverage continues this morning in German Village, where some old trees were literally ripped up by their roots. At least, Katie Love, that's what it sounds like.
Well, that's what it looks like, Michaela. Strong winds all throughout German Village. You can see some of those trees toppled down. The biggest one of all, this one right here, you can see fell on this house and even touches the house next to it. If you look at the base of the tree, this is a large tree. It also has a blue marking that shows that this tree was supposed to be knocked down. We have video from yesterday when this tree did fall over during the storm around 5 in the afternoon. It looks like a combination of wind wind and rain. Now, it will take some cleaning up here this morning, but luckily no injuries. A family was inside at the time, but they are all doing okay here this morning. Just some minor roof damage. Now, I want to bring you back out live here because it's not the only tree in German Village that you can see has toppled over. This one is actually coming in to the sidewalk here, so people who walk along here will have to be careful for that. There's no real branches in the road, which is good, but on the sidewalks, you can see some of them are still covered from debris. We are live in German Village. Katie Love, NBC4.
They'll have plenty of work to do today. Okay, Katie, thanks so much. We continue to follow right now some breaking news this morning from Nepal. Another devastating scene there. That country is reeling from another massive earthquake which hit the region overnight. Now, the epicenter of this quake is near the Chinese border between the capital of Kathmandu and Mount Everest. Reports coming into our newsroom this morning that 4 people have been killed, but the extent of the damage is still really unknown. It hit during their lunch hour right before that over in Nepal. The earthquake could be felt hundreds of miles away, including in parts of northern India, where buildings even swayed in New Delhi. A Central Ohio businessman currently working in Nepal and helping out with the first quake sent us the following video message you're about to see moments after that earthquake hit.
So just a few minutes ago, we had a huge earthquake. I just found out it was a 7.1. We were inside, upstairs, 3 floors. Everybody ran down. We were down at the academy here, and oh yeah, it was really scary. Luckily, everybody got out.
Tony Whalen right there doing some drone work in Nepal. You may remember just last month, a 7.8 magnitude quake left more than 8,000 people dead in that area and toppled buildings throughout the Himalayan region.
It is now 6:36. We continue to follow breaking news from the southeast side of Columbus. Police are investigating a late-night shooting that sent 1 woman to the hospital. NBC4's Beth Del Ponte joins us live from the scene. And Beth, what do we know so far?
Well, this had been a crime scene out here, Mike, but traffic is flowing once again here at the intersection. This is where police found the woman shot, lying at the intersection of McAllister and Champion. She was taken to Grant Medical Center. She's in critical condition right now, and police are telling us she may have been an innocent bystander in this entire situation. This all played out about 11 o'clock last night. You'll see some of the video from the scene earlier. Police have not released many details about what actually led up to this shooting, but a police sergeant on the scene says she was probably not the intended target, so perhaps again an innocent bystander. Some witnesses, they're being questioned right now at police headquarters. Police are telling us that 2 people have been detained who might have been involved in this, but no arrests have been made. The woman who was shot was taken to Grant Medical Center in stable condition. However, her condition was downgraded to critical. We're live on the east side this morning. Beth Del Ponte, NBC4.
Alrighty, thanks, Beth. We have a winner. In fact, 3 winners to be exact. The results of this year's NBC4 Make a Difference grants, they are in. Straight ahead on NBC4 today, we'll show you which 3 schools are going to wake up with a $10,000 prize. Big announcement coming up in just a few minutes, Bob.
And we start out this morning taking a look here at our live Viper radar. Not seeing anything in the way of any rain showers here in the central Ohio area. We're seeing a cold front make its way off to the south and east. That's the one that brought the storms yesterday. Can we expect more rain today? I'll have your forecast coming up. Monica, how's our traffic look at this point?
Heading out right now, Bob, we do have a couple of issues there. Accidents at Morse and Westerville Road. Another one being reported at James Road and Livingston Avenue. But for folks that are traveling along the freeways right now, 270 looking good. This is 270, 161 on the northeast corner. Not a lot of action just yet. Of course, I'm keeping an eye on things. I'll let you know where we start to see slowdowns this morning.
Also good for ice cream lovers, Monica. Get ready to see Brambleberry Crisp back inside grocery store freezers. Coming up next, we're going to have an update on when Jenny's plans to reopen scoop shops and get things back on shelves. It is 6:38, 59 degrees, and this is NBC4 Today.
Who said sightseeing has to stop at sundown? Enjoy the show at visitmo.com.
It's springtime. Time to head outside and get a new look inside with Right Rug Flooring. This 5-inch hand-scraped birch plank is only $4.99 a square foot installed. It's time to get moving. Right price, right now. Right Rug.
At WeatherTech, we never stop inventing ways to keep your vehicle protected. From floor liners and cargo liners to dozens of other world-class quality products, including no-drill mud flaps and bump step. Nothing is better for your car, truck, or SUV than WeatherTech for your family, the whole family. Go to WeatherTech.com to find the ultimate vehicle protection, along with a full line of automotive accessories. Nothing protects like WeatherTech.
Filming commercials is expensive. Vacation shouldn't be. At Allegiant, we do everything we can to keep our fares low, like using this outdated stock footage. You already know what Hilton Head looks like. We don't need to hire a film crew to remind you. We'd rather fly you there to experience it yourself. The beautiful beaches, world-class golf, and amazing restaurants. And at Allegiant.com, you'll find deals on hotels and rental cars too. Then you can shoot your own Hilton Head video, and it will look better than this. All the best travel deals, only at Allegiant.com.
My 10-year-old daughter used to suffer from severe allergies. This not only held her back, but it also made her life pretty miserable. Starting the immunotherapy at Premier Allergy has really changed her life. We trust the doctors because they make my daughter feel very comfortable and they're very knowledgeable. Now my daughter can play outside, she can go to friends' houses who have cats and dogs. She's able to do what a normal kid should be able to do. Because of Premier Allergy, she no longer suffers.
Hi, I need a durable truck to pull my new boat.
Well, Tundra can tow up to 10,000 pounds and you can get low APR financing.
Helping him get his deep sea fishing badge.
Dad, just fishing, not deep sea fishing.
So you just bought the boat for the halibut. Sorry.
Now, during Toyota time, get 0% financing on any new 2015 RAV4, Benza, Sienna, and the all-American Tundra. With 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Holy mackerel, you got a great deal.
Toyota, let's go places.
To rekindle the romance, sometimes all you have to do is melt glass. Enjoy the show at visitmode.com.
Closed captioning for NBC4 is sponsored by Custom Air.
6:41 on a Tuesday. You know, anyone craving Jenny's ice cream could soon get their fix.
The company's really been working to get things back together. As we follow up on that story this morning, the company founder says Jenny's hopes to start making ice cream again by the end of the week. Jenny Britton Bauer posted on her Facebook page yesterday, writing, "Crews removed walls, put in a conveyor belt in the production kitchen. They hope to fire it up by the end of the week." The company, of course, recently recalled all of its products after a listeria discovery.
Starbucks shrinking down its famous Frappuccino for its health-conscious customers. The 10-ounce drink, the smallest size the company has ever offered. Starbucks says the mini Frap is only in stores for a limited time.
9 local schools had the chance to win $10,000, and we're announcing the 3 winners of our Make a Difference grant program next here on NBC4 Today, so make sure you stick around.
Why am I doing this? Why am I pushing myself? Why am I traveling mile after mile? No, seriously, why am I doing this?
One man on 2 wheels for Red Nose Day.
So many colorful ribbons representing so many types of cancer. Ohio Health is combining the best of what we do locally with the expertise of a world-renowned leader in cancer care to one day make cancer ribbons just ribbons.
Advanced design makes it easy to protect your dog or cat from fleas and ticks. Discover Seresto. With the performance you expect from topicals in a non-greasy collar, Seresto provides protection against fleas and ticks for 8 months. Its innovative delivery system offers all this for your dog or cat. And Seresto is easy to use, too. Seresto from Bayer, designed to perform for 8 months.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea? Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. Introducing the E-Series. Legendary John Deere quality, unexpected low price. See your John Deere dealer for great green tag savings on the E-Series family of tractors.
How can a bank help a customer whose account is overdrawn?
We'll go through all his transactions for the day and see how many overdraft fees we can charge him.
At Huntington, we've got something called 24-hour grace to help with overdraft fees. Or if he's linked up to his savings account, we just transfer the money from there.
We do that too, for a $10 fee.
You charge him a fee to transfer his own money?
It's what smart bankers do.
At Huntington, you get 24-hour grace and free transfers from your savings account when you're overdrawn.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meijer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
So many colorful ribbons representing so many types of cancer. Ohio Health is combining the best of what we do locally with the expertise of a world-renowned leader in cancer care to one day make cancer ribbons just ribbons.
This NBC4 Rush Hour report is sponsored by Toyota West.
All right, 6:45 right now, and today is the day, now is the time that the finalists on our NBC4 Making a Difference School Grant Contest have been waiting for. 3 schools will each win $10,000 from NBC4 and Atlas Butler.
We received dozens of worthy submissions and eventually narrowed them down to 9 finalists, 3 schools from each division, small, medium, and large. The small school finalists, Fisher Catholic High School, Newark Catholic High School, and Ohio Avenue Elementary School.
In the medium-sized division, the finalists are Georgian Heights Elementary School, Marion Franklin High School, and Sherwood Middle School.
And the large school finalists, Olentangy, Shanahan Middle School, St. Francis de Sales High School, and Whetstone High School. So now the moment has finally arrived.
All right, can we get a drum roll upstairs, everybody? And the small school winner is this morning Newark Catholic High School. Congratulations, Newark Catholic. They plan to use the grant money to purchase equipment for their drama department.
And the hits just keep coming. Envelope, please. And the winner, Marion Franklin High School. They plan to use the grant money for some advanced technologies so students there can learn about alternative energy and the environment. Congratulations, Red Devils.
And we have one last one, the large school winner. Can I have envelope help again?
There you go.
All right, here we go. St. Francis de Sales High School. All right, way to go to Sales, right here in Columbus. That grant money will go towards some new computers, software, and maybe even a 3D printer, and we can see what kind of cool stuff is done with that technology. So a big congratulations, of course, this morning to all 3 winners.
Our Cabot Ray and Mark Swepson from Atlas Butler. They'll be at Newark Catholic this afternoon to present that $10,000 check. Of course, we'll present checks to the other recipients tomorrow and Thursday.
And we just want to say thank you to all of you who participated in this year's school grant contest. There was a lot of votes, a lot of people to make this happen, and these schools appreciate you as well. So bravo to everybody out there. We've got your 4 stories to follow right now on this Tuesday morning at 6:47. You know, we've been following some breaking news here this morning as another major earthquake hit Nepal overnight. An international agency just confirmed that the quake killed 4 people in the town of Shatara. The epicenter, from what we know, it was near the Chinese border between the capital of Kathmandu and Mount Everest. The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake hit with a magnitude of 7.4 just after lunchtime there.
No reports of any tornado touchdowns in central Ohio yesterday, but the wind still strong enough to do some pretty significant damage. High winds and rain sent this tree crashing down on a home in German Village. That family was not at home. They weren't injured, I should say, and there's only minor damage to the historic brick home.
A woman is in critical condition at Grant Medical Center after she was found lying in the street with a gunshot wound. It was breaking news overnight. Columbus police were sent to the area of McAllister and Champion Avenue around 11 p.m. on a report of a shooting. Police are now questioning 2 people in that case.
Tom Brady and the Patriots are preparing for a fight. The reigning Super Bowl MVP will appeal his 4-game suspension. His agent says after the NFL came down pretty hard on his biggest star in the Deflategate scandal, the Patriots penalized $1 million, docked 2 draft picks for using improperly inflated footballs in the AFC Championship game.
Just a quick follow-up, Mike, to a University of Dayton student who was struck by lightning. We've been watching his recovery, and 23-year-old Sean Ferguson is out of the hospital this morning. A lightning bolt hit him as he was walking through a campus parking lot back on April 8th. Ferguson spent the last 4 weeks in therapy, had some severe burns around his neck, but doctors, they sent him home yesterday.
I felt like all the bandages on me. I felt, my jaw was kind of stuck. Last week, the doctor said I went from 35% open wounds to less than 1%.
Just amazing. Ferguson still has a long road of recovery, though, ahead of him, including some more physical therapy sessions. But he says he is ready to move on with his life.
A little more than 10 minutes in front of 7. Weather and traffic together. Let's touch base with Bob.
Yeah, we got some great shots here this morning. This is Chopper 4 flying over Wagner at Clark State. Near Clark State, there were a tree has been toppled by the yesterday's storms. This is a scene we've seen repeated many times over the last 12 hours or so. We see this one down too. We're going to be keeping an eye on that this morning, but Chopper 4 has been showing these all morning long. And the storm looks like this. We saw this yesterday afternoon. Wait a minute, I got the live Viper up. Let me switch my sources here. I forgot to switch that back. But we have a storm here is what it looked like yesterday afternoon. As we went through the afternoon hours, we saw that storm make its way through the area. Some very strong winds with this as it came through, and the storms intensified even a little bit as we moved to the east of the Columbus area. Now, this morning we've been getting a lot of pictures of people sitting in for what they saw yesterday with the storms. Garrick and Heidi Schott sent us this great picture from Stockport. This is the storm arriving on the scene. You can see the clouds very dark here, and there's some rain and some thunder. Also, the brightness behind the storm. A lot of people commented on that yesterday, that as the storm was coming towards them, they could see that it was very bright behind it. Our own J-Rod Smalley took a picture of this tree that was knocked down by the wind yesterday. A lot of the trees look like they were kind of uprooted. This is another one that looks like it was snapped by the winds yesterday afternoon, as we saw that. And we see this also, this tree from Becky Davis in Columbus also looks like it wasn't pulled out of the ground, but the winds were so strong and the foliage so thick that it actually broke the tree as the winds came by there. More than 60-mile-per-hour winds yesterday afternoon in some cases, so they were strong enough to bring down trees. If you got a great shot you'd like to send us, we'd love to see it. Send it to us at share@NBC4i.com. We'd love to see your pictures. We'd love to see your video as well. Temperature this morning, 59 degrees at Columbus, only 54 at Lima, 63 at Athens. Cooler air is making its way from the north and west and making its way into central Ohio, and the winds will pick up considerably today too. Right now they're between about 10 and 15 in a lot of locations, but we're going to see gustier winds as we go through the day. Puffy clouds, windy and cooler this afternoon, only 69 degrees after yesterday's high at around 86, wind gusts to around 30 as well. Mostly cloudy, turning cooler overnight. Tomorrow morning it's going to feel chilly to you when you step out. You may need a jacket. 46 for the overnight low and still kind of breezy overnight. Then for the daytime tomorrow, 65 degrees. That is definitely unseasonably cool for this time of the year. Good deal of sunshine, northwest winds at about 10 miles per hour. As we head into the rest of the week, 71 on Thursday with sunshine, about 76 on Friday. We'll see a chance of some showers and thunderstorms then, and then off and on as we head into the weekend as well. Temperatures get back into the 80s though on Sunday and Monday. Remember, when you head out this morning, make sure your car radio is set to 97.9 WNCI to get your Storm Team 4 forecast on the radio. Let's turn it over to Monica. She's going to give us more details on that situation at Wagner around Clark State.
Yeah, Bob, this is going to cause some issues for folks over on the northeast side of town. Again, this big tree is down on these lines. They're going to have to come out here, do some repairs because of the safety issue and obviously the tree blocking the roadway. Wagner Road is closed between Havens Corners and Clark State, so that's a pretty big stretch. You could always use Reynoldsburg New Albany Road as an alternate, or Summit Road, but again, a lot of folks use Wagner Road. This could cause some slowdowns up there. Right now, traffic is still pretty light in the area, but man, what a mess. And that is a pretty big tree to come down on those lines, so that's probably going to take them a while to repair. You know, one of the other areas around town that it's really taken a while to repair is over at Livingston Avenue. and Hamilton Road. You know, we still have those restrictions on Hamilton just south of Livingston. Folks are getting by there on a service road, but go ahead and use Courtright maybe as an alternate to avoid any delays. Watch for delays overnight too, because we've got some construction going on the north of the city. A couple of other little problem spots right now. James Road at Livingston, as well as Morse Road and Westerville Road. That project on the north outer belt is going to have 270 east and west reduced down to 3 lanes between 71 and 315 starting at 7 p.m. At 9 p.m. it'll be taken down to 2 lanes. Now also at 9 p.m. the ramp from 23 north to 270 west is going to close, and then at 11 p.m. 270 westbound will be reduced down to just 1 lane, again happening in between 71 and 315. The good news is everything's back open there by 5 a.m.
Well, an Oregon woman says she's considering a lawsuit against United Airlines after her family was removed from a flight because their teenage daughter has autism and was being disruptive. Donna Beagle says the incident occurred last week on a flight from Houston to Portland. She says the pilot made an emergency landing in Salt Lake City and forced them off the plane. Beagle says her daughter did nothing wrong, but another passenger on the flight disagrees.
She wasn't put off the plane because she had autism. She was put off the plane because she was maybe proposing some kind of a threat to quasi 170 other people at 36,000 feet, which, you know, doesn't make anybody feel safe.
The captain never came back and said, "Is everything okay?" or even met her. Never.
United Airlines says the plane made an emergency landing for safety reasons.
And just to update you some information coming into our newsroom, the Home Ministry in Nepal, where that earthquake happened earlier today, is now saying at least 19 people were killed in this latest quake and more than 900 were injured.
59 degrees, it's 5 minutes in front of 7 o'clock.
Skin's ability to retain moisture weakens with age. New Gold Bond Strength and Resilience has skin-plumping moisturizers and proteins from the Resurrection Plant to bring skin back to life. 84% saw an improvement in skin texture in 5 days. Gold Bond Strength and Resilience.
Seems some places want to make buying floors confusing. They overwhelm you with way too many options, and then they try to trick you with complicated price offers. But with America's Floor Source, whether you come to one of our showrooms or the mobile floor source brings our showroom to your living room, you'll get the perfect floor for you, your home, and your budget. And we'll give you a fair price every time. It's not trigonometry, it's floors.
At Jeff Weiler, our goal is to give you $500 more for your trade and the low payment you've been looking for. And with over 1,500 Chevrolets to choose from, we've got the car or truck you need.
On Route 33 in Canal, Winchester, or Jeff Weiler Chevrolet of Columbus.com.
When it's time to buy a gift for him this spring, whether he's a grad or a dad, visit the Diamond Cellar. As true jewelers, we have the expertise to help you find a gift that will last a lifetime and say everything you want it to. From exclusive Swiss timepieces to a fantastic selection of men's jewelry and accessories, you'll find the right gift at the right price. For generations of grads and dads in Columbus, it's the Diamond Cellar box they look for.
I was miserable.
Lethargic.
Sex drive was beyond zero. Since I started doing Midwest Restorative Health, I'm a different woman.
More patience. She definitely sleeps better.
I had no more night sweats. My irritability was gone. I lost 40 pounds. I have energy I never thought I'd have again.
Our relationship has absolutely blossomed because of this as well.
Yes.
At Sunbelt Bakery, we believe granola bars should taste fresh. It's why we don't use preservatives, ever. And it's why we bring them from our bakery to your neighborhood every week. So our granola tastes like we just baked it. Because we did. Sunbelt Bakery. Bakery fresh taste. And no preservatives.
The Rolling Stones, Zip Code, live in Columbus, Saturday, May 30th, Ohio Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
I was doing yard work when I spotted termites. My first thought, Scherzinger Pest Control. The good news, my termite worries are already over. Thanks to their Guardian Plus program, my house is pest and termite free.
Our family protecting your family since 1934.
Send us a tip at investigate@NBC4i.com.
we'll bring our showroom to your living room. America's Floor Source.
0 for 72 plus lifetime warranty only at Reichert Nissan.
Minute and a half in front of 7. Here's a live look courtesy of Chopper 4 flying over the capital city as you prepare for your Tuesday.
Monica, how do things look like out there as we're getting going?
A couple of issues out there. An accident at Livingston and James Road. We've also got, some restrictions because of storm damage. We were just talking about this. Wagner Road restricted between Clark State and Havens Corners because of a tree down on a power line. And then for most of the morning, crews have been working along Hamilton Road just south of Livingston for lines that were down there. Folks are kind of getting by, but you could always use Courtright as an alternate for the morning drive, Bob.
And despite the rain yesterday, the pollen count is still going to be high today, and not only today but tomorrow and Thursday as well. So if you have allergies, tree pollen, grass pollen now becoming active as well, so you're going to deal with that over the next day or so. 61 degrees 9 o'clock this morning. By the time we get to noon, 66, 68 at 4 o'clock. No storms today, but it will be breezy this afternoon.
Alrighty, thanks, Bob. Another major earthquake hits Nepal. The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake hit with a magnitude of 7.4 around lunchtime there. We just learned at least 19 people have been killed. This comes after an earthquake in April killed more than 8,000 people. Of course, the very latest comes up in just a couple of minutes on the Today Show.
Just devastating for that area, of course. We thank you for joining us here for NBC4 Today. We continue our coverage online at NBC4i.com.
We're back with an update in 25 minutes. The Today Show is next.